Sunday League F1 is back with some more racing action, and tonight we are doing it in the good old-fashioned way at a classic track. It is Belgium, the circuit of Francorchamps, for now the second half of season 5. It is round 7 here, and BS Gabri and Jaden, your favorite commentator duo, is back once again to commentate this beautiful Grand Prix. And we are here in qualifying that has already started. The cars are coming out of the pit lane. And Jaden, welcome to the Belgium commentary box. And I would start with a beautiful description of the track of Francorchamps. It is my favorite, so I wanted to know if it's your favorite as well, and overall, what do you think of that?
Well, it's not my favorite, but it's one of my favorites. It's on the list. Why? Because it's overall a very good track. Especially when it's rain, they can stuff a lot to happen. Because a couple of days ago, no, not a couple of days ago, but when I raced in the league in Belgium, I got actually my first podium here ever in my career on Belgium because I was lucky. So when it's rain, the track is in good condition, and you have the right setup to have the rain and when it comes rain, and the dry setup in one, you're perfect. You can win everything if you have a good pace, if you know the track, if you know the corners how to take it. So if you take all that in one, it's perfect. But when it's all dry and you do that in one without taking away and all dry setup, and you take that pull and you win the race with that, then you have extraordinary pace. Then it's one of the best tracks you can have if you want to win. And of course, if you're really fast, like Gerba, for example, even Noah can win this race. So yeah, it's gonna be very good, and that's the description of my beautiful, how do you say it? My beautiful. Let me take Google Translate here. Beautiful, before
tracker? I don't know. Oh, okay. I didn't know what word you were trying to find.
Yeah, I was trying to explanation, but that's my beautiful description, explanation of Belgium, this track.
Alright, so thank you very much. And now the first lap times are starting to go underway at this track with 100 meters of elevation change. The track with the highest elevation change and also the longest in terms of distance. It's 7 kilometers per lap, so obviously the lap count is the lowest one. It's 44 laps in real life. League racing 50%, 22. But again, it is such a fun track to drive. You just you don't realize 22 laps go past as you drive and race. It is just so fun on this track, and I mean, so technical. It is low downforce. There are some extremely important straights you have to maximize. Sector 1 and Sector 3 are just completely straight line spin. Sector 2 is just complete downforce, complete technical corners. So, but even so, with a low downforce setup, you can still take those corners very nicely. They're very, very fast. So once again, another reason of why this track is so beautiful and so fun to drive. Now the first lap times are starting to appear on the board, and Falcon is the fastest at the moment with a 42.8. Riz has a 43.7, so does Kielander. And Allenby
is very close to waste his time.
Oh yeah, but it's only a banker for now, and it's also full qualifying, so drivers are gonna have to save their sets of softs throughout the entire qualifying session. But at the moment, it is exactly 50 thousandths off of Riz. Allenby goes P2 for now, 4/10 of a Falcon. Now we have V-cab across the line. It is Noah about to set his first lap of the session. At the bus stop chicane, I get a very good exit on the curb on the right, use the overtake, and it's actually below Allenby, 5/10 of a Falcon. We have another Ferrari, I think it's Gerbal starting his lap. Joel Brown, not exactly an ideal lap time, I think it's a 44.0, I'm looking at the gaps here, but yeah, 3/10 behind Kielander. And Initiate goes even slower, 1.5 seconds behind Falcon, so slowest lap time for now. But now Gerbal takes all of the slipstream from the Mercedes of Marvin on the Camel Straight. Marvin on the outlap, and TS in the meanwhile goes fastest. It's a Sauber 1-2 at the moment. There are still 12 minutes of qualifying left, but TS goes faster than his teammate with a 42.6. Gerbal, although, is really pushing his car through Bruxelles and now through No Name, and in the beautiful double left-hander of one in this year's game, it is flat out from start to finish. Very beautiful corner indeed, and very fast cars through these corners. Now 5th gear, stays in 5th, takes the curb, and now finishing sector 2 at 14.0 out of Stavelot. And now it's flat out to the finish line in this very, very fast sector 3. As Reese has retired in the pits, he does not want to improve on his time for some reason. But now Gerbal goes through Blanchimon and about to approach the bus stop chicane. We have seen him going very, very fast at pretty much every track this season. Can he still do that in Belgium? I think he definitely can. 8/10 from TS, 41.8 provisional pole from Gerbal, and in his only Q1, let's remember.
You know what I was missing about the Alpine car? The front car, the front is just more blacker than black. You know, if you take the rear, it's just normal. If you take the front, it's just black out of black. You can take the blackest paint and you take about the world, you put on an Alpine car. I don't know if you see this, but it just keeps saying it just keeps.
I have seen it. It's just the ultimate weight reduction plan for Alpine.
Yeah.
Not like it's gonna do something significant anyway, but I mean, at the same time, we've seen Alpine going full carbon fiber to reduce weight, and Red Bull not using the special livery for Singapore still to reduce weight.
Yeah, but that is not talk about the Red Bull from Kota on today, because that was amazing. That was amazing.
Yeah.
Until fucking George Russell crashed.
Reese said in the chat, it's either Q2 or a joint stream. Either way, it's a W.
I can tell you that.
The absolute Chad.
I'm gonna watch my pizza because it might be burnt. Back in 2 seconds.
So as Jaden is gonna go to get his pizza out of the oven in pure Italian fashion, yeah, I was actually interviewing Gerbal last stream, talking about Reese's performance, and Gerbal claims he's just been extremely unlucky. So it's not Reese's underperforming, it's just a ton of bad luck. But either way, with Gerbal winning 6 races, 6 out of 6. Constructors is still very, very much in the hands of Ferrari. So, and now Gerbal retires in the pits, and Dominic Nielsen, in the meantime, goes very, very fast. He claims P2, and he can look like a very competitive opponent to Gerbal. It's barely 4/10 between the two of them. Reese says, I'm bringing great shame to Ferrari at the moment, not gonna lie. You know what, I've been driving Ferrari in another league for I don't know how many reasons. I am not gonna commentate on that. I am not gonna bring up my results in Ferrari in the last races, because I just want to focus on this league. Yeah, it's something I do not want to touch at the moment. But anyway, The two drivers with no lap times yet are Max and Quaxel, still in the pits, and the slowest lap time it is initiated, 2.5 seconds off of Gerbal. Then we have Baby Hormy, 2.1 seconds. So there is a gap of 1.76 seconds between the two Red Bulls. Lovely to see, just like in real life. And from Kielander to Falcon, we are in 1 second of pole position. Then we have TS, Dominic Nielsen. They are below 1 second, so looking very competitive. And I think this is also something I mentioned in the last stream last week. Belgium has a lot of corners. It's a very long track. It's very technical, so like at every corner there could be quite a big skill gap. So like Gerbal has a lot of chance to take every corner faster and faster than everyone else. So maybe that's why we could see those gaps very, very high. And we can see that with Domi, I mean, Dominic Nielsen is a very fast driver, but at the same time, it is still 4/10. And 4/10 is not exactly, it's not exactly a small gap, if you know what I mean. But in the meanwhile, Kielander has improved. Philippe Noyes has joined, and also I think I can do some self-promoting. It's not gonna hurt anyone. Philippe Noyes has recently opened a league for Mondays. It's called Formula Fun Ethics. Some of the standard league F1 drivers are racing in there as well. We have a pre-season race tomorrow, and the season will officially start on the 28th of October. So to anyone here listening, if you want to race on Mondays, you can try and chat Philippe Noyes, who is reserving for Williams in this race. And anyway, I missed that Allenby goes below the 1 second gap from pole. P4, 8/10 off of Gerbal, so Allenby still looks very, very strong. And I have to say about Allenby, he was looking very solid with Haas last season, but ever since he joined McLaren, he looks like a pure top runner. I mean, last season he was kind of switching back and forth between being best of the rest and a podium contender, but ever since McLaren this season, ever since round 1, he has shown great pace, and it's lovely to see. So it feels like everyone is trying to improve at their best to try and challenge Gerbal, and Gerbal is still dominating either way. But I mean, it's not exactly a safe domination, because everyone keeps just improving their skill as the game goes on. So maybe in season 6 we can have an actual title fight. But anyway, 4 minutes and 40 seconds left before the end of Q1. Philippe Noyes, Quaxel and Max still with no laps in set, but they are on the outlap. Philippe Noyes is the closest one to the line. We actually have an Aston Martin closest to the line. It's Initiate, who has invalidated, and I'm not sure if it's gonna try and push. Yes, he's gonna try another lap now, and at the moment it's P15. So this is full qualifying. Actually, let me check, because I'm actually not 100% sure. Yes, it's full qualifying, so some drivers are gonna get knocked out, and theoretically the bottom 3 should be knocked out. So at the moment it's Philippe Noyes, Quaxel and Max like before, but they still have to set a lap. Also, I forgot to mention, we are actually, if someone hasn't noticed in the stream, we are racing an hour earlier than usual, because we want to finish in time for the real life Formula 1 race in Kota. We in Sunday League F1 have been racing at 7 p.m. UK usually. Now we are racing at 6 p.m. UK, because the real life Formula 1 race is at 8 p.m. UK. So just to get that out of the way. Philippe Noyes started in Williams. He's approaching Rouge Radion, one of the most iconic corners, definitely the most iconic corners on this track and one of the most iconic corners of Formula One. So it's always just so beautiful to push through that section, absolutely flat out. Not exactly great for Anton Hubert back in 2019. The young Formula 2 driver sadly leaving us with a fatal accident to the corner. And also, let's not forget Dylan Ovantov, 19 years old in Formula 4, under some very rainy conditions, got hit sideways on the camera straight. He also lost his life, so not exactly the greatest corner for real-life drivers when they think about that. But, I mean, luckily in the game, we don't have to think about that. So we can just enjoy this track and drive it as fast as we can and to keep the racing atmosphere alive. So yeah, it's very nice. Now we'll go back to qualifying as Philippe Noyes is about to finish his first and probably only lap, and it's only a P14. It's a 43.9. I don't think he will get to Q2. We have Quaxel and Max as well. Now Quaxel going through Blanchimont. He just needs to get the chicane right to put himself above the top 15, which should be a relatively easy task. But let's see if Quaxel has the pace to do so. Not quite. P14 above Philippe Noyes, and Max goes slower, so P17. So Initiate will start the race from dead last in P18. Max has been knocked out. 2.3 seconds off of pole. He's not good enough to get through. And Bemino Hormi, he's in the pits and he does not have the time to go for another lap. So the bottom three, Bebino Hormi, Max and Initiate, P16, 17 and 18, they are the ones knocked out of Q1. So Philippe Noyes gets through Q2. I mean, he should theoretically. I don't know if the game is gonna play any tricks when the timer reaches 0, but theoretically he should get through. Riz got to Q2, so as he mentioned this earlier in the chat, it's Q2, so now maybe try to put an actual lap together. But now we're just waiting for the timer to reach 0. 12 seconds now. And also, well, it looks kind of cloudy in here. I don't know if it's gonna rain. Where it's raining though, it's outside of my house in Italy. It is raining quite a lot, and it has been raining for a few days. It will keep raining for a few days. So maybe the Belgian weather has been actually transferred to Italy, as far as I know. But anyway, there is still Q2, Q3, and the race. There's no sprints, unlike the real-life Formula 1 this weekend. All of the sprint stuff has been done yesterday. And here we did the sprint in round 5 at Silverstone. We had a mystery Grand Prix, now we have Belgium with the classic format. And oh, Jadin is back.
Well, things didn't go my way.
What happened with the pizza?
Well, my little brother has set the goddamn oven off. Lights were on, the grease were out, so I had a pizza. It was warm, but not warm enough to eat.
So are you eating it cold, or did you put it back into the oven?
I put it back in the oven and put it to 200 degrees. Now it's sitting for 9 minutes. Yeah, it's Spain. In Spain.
Well, the sibling experience.
Yeah, the sibling.
Yeah. In the meanwhile, Q1 has ended. Baby the Hermie, Max, and Initiate are out.
Nice.
And there you go. These are the official timings.
Baby Hermie is also out, so it was 3 people.
Yeah,
out.
that's what I said.
I didn't hear it.
You weren't listening. You were too distracted by the pizza.
Yeah. I was too distracted by the pizza.
So now the game is loading Q2, as Reese doesn't exactly look to be happy about himself getting through Q2. And now he's being told to just get into work and try and get to Q3. I mean, I get it that your teammate is just completely dominating, but I mean, get some results for yourself. Like, come on, it's Belgium. You don't want to waste a qualifying performance at this track.
Yeah.
I want content. Well, if your content is just being taken out at every race because you start at the back of the grid, it's not exactly content. It's it has a certain limit. I mean, you want to put content, just race. Just race normally.
Yeah.
So Falcon is the furthest car on track, the first one to come out of the pits, and his Q1 time not exactly ideal. TS and Dominic Nielsen looked faster than him, but now it's I mean, it was still Q1, so not exactly a difficult task to get through. And now to get to Q3, still not a difficult task. It's something that pro drivers should be able to do quite easily to get to Q3, unlike Hamilton, who got knocked out of Q1 in Kota.
Actually, I got one question. About your Haas at Kota, what do you think?
They're performing good.
They do. They do. Except Nico Hulkenberg went out in P11.
Yeah, but still, it's P11, it's not a P19. Yeah. And in the sprint qualifying, they brought points. Perez was nowhere near them. I mean, we know that Perez is Perez, but it's still a Haas being best of the rest. So yeah, they're performing very good. I'm happy about them at the home race as well. So Falcon now is about to set the first lap of Q2. We can see now the Sauber on the main straight and approaching turn 1, La Source, acute right-hander, and going downhill from here. Stay on the complete right and now go suddenly uphill. Eau-Rouge, now Radion. And now the camera straight. Top speed is exactly what matters around here. Even with the DRS, even with the energy, you cannot afford to have to have high wings. You need low wings. 30.9 in the first sector and a bit of a lockup into the calm, but it still looks a decent line, even if with that like little wobble. Oh, another lockup into Bruxelles, but it still keeps the tight line on the inside. And now into no-name, barely inside track limits. So yeah, he's definitely trying to make up for his little mistakes, so that his lap is good enough for Q3. But now into Pujon and into the last corners of sector 2. I think this one should be called Campus. And now finishing sector 2 with Stavelot, 14.4 out of sector 2. And now, with all of this downhill sector 2, it is uphill again into sector 3. The elevation change just making this track so fun to drive. Again, I'm going to repeat that because it's just true. And now for the bus stop chicane, just one more corner to go. One more good exit for Falcon. And it's another 42. He just... I don't remember his previous time in Q1. I don't remember if it's faster.
It's slower because Joe.
Yeah, it's slower. I remember.
So the 42s are a thing in Belgium because I see a lot of guys doing 42s, including not myself. I do like a 144 or 143, so it's not close to me. But I see a lot of guys doing the 142s and 141s.
Meanwhile, there is the Alpine of Cam going completely into the run of turn 1. But Jebal has set the provisional fastest time, slower than Q1, 42.0, and Dominic Nielsen as well slower than Q1, 42.3.
Noah has no front wing. Noah has a crash.
Noah has no front wing and an invalidated lap time as well. Flanken has full wets.
Let Flanken cook. Let him cook. He's saving his tire, which is quite good.
I mean, but if you want to save tires, you can set a lap on inters, not on full wets.
Well,
As he does some extreme tire warming on the camera straight, and I mean, I saw that coming. I saw that coming from miles away.
Yeah, me too.
But he still didn't end up in a DNF. It is still on track. Just and
he didn't do,
now
he
he's
didn't
just
do it also though.
oh, and also got the wall with the rear wing.
He did the George Russell almost at Kosa, but in a different way. It wasn't oversteer though.
But he had an oversteer like Stroll last year in 2023. He crashed on the gravel of no name.
Yeah. The Singapore, oh, that was crazy.
And, almost a nice drift through Puhan, but he went off track.
Yeah, Flanken is just focusing on drifting and not racing. He's got a point out drifting instead of racing, and he did almost drift, almost. That was very nice. But he got the grass, which is not very good. Got Williams behind. I think that's Philip. That's Philip. Now he got out of the way, and now he's back, Flanken back at drifting. He's wet. Just kidding, he goes slow.
I think he's gonna set himself up for a nice drift into Blanchimont. And if he goes wrong, he gets the wall on the right hand side. Let's see. No, actually takes it normally.
Maybe drift the bus stop. Does he does it.
Yes and no. He kind of stopped on track.
Yeah, but you can say that F1 cars cannot drift. Except if you are John Opmeer, then you can drift.
I reckon this is easily the highlights of the session.
Yeah.
Like we don't. Oh, Joe Brown is going. Is standing still around Stavelot.
Oh, he's invalidated.
Yeah, but I think it also might have had a spin. But yeah, I mean, we don't care about lap times. It's Jebel on pole anyway, so we can just focus on anything else that happens.
Yeah, just example like drifting with wet tires. That is also a thing. Very nice.
And Joe Brown cutting some grass and demolishing the boards. I think the no-line users are not gonna be happy with that. What Joe Brown, he almost crashed into the pit wall. I saw that really close.
F1 is drifting here. I have no idea why. Maybe there's a drifting contest in Belgium going on. Goddamn. And then Joe said he said, I have only been away from one race, and this is what I'm watching. Wet tires, absolute genius.
Absolutely wild. Well, at least we got someone who is not drifting. It is Quaxel going for his first lap. And his teammate is currently 1.4 seconds. Oh, actually, Quaxel goes back into the pits, so never mind. But I was saying, Adam by not exactly with an ideal lap. He's 1.4 seconds over Jebel, only a P8, and with 5 drivers still having to set a lap. That P8 isn't exactly a safe bet. So yeah, he's about to start one right now. is just 15 thousandths off of Reese just ahead. But I mean, he can put a very fast lap. So let's see the delta improvements so we can try and understand where exactly he made that mistake. But now Allenby going through Rouge Ragnon with his beautiful POV, and he actually shifts down to 7th. He doesn't keep in 8th, he actually shifts back to 7th gear for some reason.
Maybe because he thought like he was going over the line, because Eugeru is quite fast if you go over the line, so that is not really. Maybe just, or maybe just losing too much speed and wants to speed back up. Maybe that's why he gets changed to 7th.
Alima was improving by only 48 thousandths after sector 1, so he's mistaken. Ooh, invalidated out of no name into the gravel. Not in the wall, but with a cancelled time, and 5 minutes left. If he has the fuel, he will definitely go for another one, but the thing is, we don't know. Because there is also another important factor in qualifying. Since Belgium is such a long track, if you want a minimal fuel load to maximize performance, it's only 2 laps. So
Yeah.
if you invalidate, you might have to use all of the fuel in the in lap, and more often than not, it leaves you with not a chance to set another lap. And Allenby has 0.7, so he's going to be back into the pits and set another one later on. Noah has promoted up himself in P4, 6 tenths of Gerbal. So now we are down to 4 drivers with no laps.
I think the minimum per lap fuel is about 0.45 and 0.60, because it's long and you don't. The outlap is quite long too if you do it fast. Most people are doing full throttle and then going very slow, because he tires up and the brakes and everything else. And then your end lap will be, at least if you push it all, about your fuel 0.85 or 0.60. So that's a lot for a Belgium lap if you do with 5 kilograms. So if you want the best of the best, you do 5 kilograms. If you want to do 2 laps, I would recommend doing like 10 kilograms, because that is, you can do easily 2 laps in a row. Not really in a row, but you can do 1 out lap, then 1 lap. If that's wrong, 1 out lap, and then do another 1 in lap.
But I mean, it tends to be very strategical, because like, what do? Do you put 3 laps so that you can do the in lap as quick as possible, but your hot lap is lower because you have more fuel and more weight? Or do you just put 2.2 laps, the bare minimum, so your hot lap is gonna be as fast as possible, but then you're gonna have to do an in lap extremely slow, like so slow that if you have to manage the session time, it might actually be faster to have enough fuel for an in lap. So it's an interesting factory strategy here in qualifying.
Yeah. What I normally do is just I do the lowest fuel and then go from L lap slowly as possible to spare up the fuel that I have. I do mostly about half a throttle. Some corners I do full throttle, but mostly I do half throttle so I can warm up a little bit, save my fuel, and then about half kilometer, maybe 2.5 kilometers, I begin my in lap already and then go for the next. So I can have enough fuel for the end, so I can be better in the lap, in the pit lap, in the pit lane, and then do another lap.
Joe Brown has set a lap good enough for P9 and knocking out Reese at the moment. Reese, who is definitely not improving, 7 tenths down after sector 1, and he's currently out of qualifying. So, I mean, he's been held at gunpoint to try and get to Q3, but it just doesn't give two. I'm not gonna say the word, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I don't know, but is Reese pushing? No, he's not. He's just saving the battery for another lap. I think.
He forgot to press half lap.
No. I mean, no. He just. I think he just made a mistake in sector 1. Actually,
Yeah,
no.
maybe. But
Actually, no. You might actually be right. he just forgot it to put on hot lap because his sector one he didn't make any mistakes. Like so, turn one was good, Euro Dragon was good. So yeah, it just completely. Or actually, you know what? Maybe and just maybe he's doing strategically a double outlap.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you just wear out your tires, so I don't think it gets that optimal. But I don't know. Reese is still being held at gunpoint to try and do this qualifying. And now down in P13, Philip Noyce is out, but we don't know his position. Joe Brown is out as well. Actually, Joe Brown is he's improving. He's still pushing for his last lap of qualifying. Now on the finish line, Joe Brown, P4 above of Noah. Improving by 0.6. So Joe Brown might actually be someone to look out for here in Belgium, as he knocks out Quaxel, who is not pushing, so that is qualifying over. Quaxel will not get to Q3 actually, and Reese going on the curb and going wide. I think that's his lap done. We have Allenby as well being knocked out. He's currently the slowest lap time in the standings, but he's improving massively. But massive oversteer. Alalascone, does he get through? Barely. He is P10, but ever so slightly through. Reese has just spun, so he's not gonna get through. Quaxel won't get through. Flanken is gonna set only one lap here in Q2. Does he knock out Allenby across the finish line? No, he doesn't. P12 Allenby is miraculously through Q3 with that massive mistake. And we have Chop, who I didn't mention up until now. Chop reserving for Aston Martin. In P11, just ever so slightly slower than Allenby. Flanken with only one lap, he's in P12. Quaxel in P13. Philip in P13 and Reese, who is trying to do some inventive parking. And the Alpine, well, I mean, it was the AI of Cam, but it would have been a massive impeding. But now Reese is just, he's drifting as well. He's not drifting and he breaks his wing meanwhile. He's not drifting on the full wet tires like who did it earlier? I forgot. I forgot who was trying to drift with the full wets. I think it was a Mercedes, and I don't remember if it was Flanken or... actually, can I see the race director? Flanken, yeah, it was Flanken who was spinning with the full wets, but now it's just Reese with the softs going full donut mode. With half a front wing as well. He's just left half is completely missing. And still out to the wall. A lot of grass cutting and a mega drift, and I don't know how that is not a DNF. He completely breaks his wing, but I don't know how he did not break his front suspension. Maybe because it's reduced damage, but anyway, now we finally have the AI of Reese, thankfully, driving. He is knocked out of qualifying again, Q2 P15 for one of the two Ferraris. But now Gerbal has a lap slower than Q1, 42.0, but still fastest. So Chop is out behind Allenby, Flanken in P12, Quaxel P13, Philip P14, and Reese again. P15, 5/10 of Allenby. So Q3 is about to start very soon. And there we go. Q3 has officially started. The skies have definitely cleared up from earlier. Jaden, for some reason, has abandoned me. I'm not sure what happened. But now, 12 minutes on the clock. We are officially starting qualifying. Lots of cars coming out of the pit lane at the same time. But it is the Sauber of Falcon, I believe, being first on track. Jaden's finally back.
Yes, I gotta find my pizza.
Oh, it's still the pizza drama.
Yeah, but I got it now. It's looking good. I like it. Also very crunchy, so it's very good.
Pizza is not supposed to be crunchy. The crust should be crunchy.
It is crunchy, the crust. But that's good.
Yeah, the crust. The rest should just be soft.
Yeah, it is soft.
Okay, thankfully. I mean, I'm telling you because for me, you have to respect the Italian standards. So
I do respect it.
So good to know. As now Falcon will once again open this qualifying session. Didn't exactly look like he could challenge Gerbal as of now, but now it's Q3. This is where everything matters. This is where your lap time matters the most. So I am sure we are gonna see Falcon pushing his Sauber to the absolute limit here in Belgium. And now here we go for a lap around Spa-Francorchamps with Falcon on board, now starting sector 1 and braking at the 100-meter board for turn 1 last also with a little bit of rear locking, but still use the inside curb and the outside as well on the exit. Now it's overtake on the exit of 1, stay on the right hand side, and now flats out uphill into Eau Rouge and then immediately into Raidillon. Watch out for track limits, and now it's completely straight line speed from here onto the camera straight, about to finish sector 1. The lap time will be in the first split. It's 31.0 now into the combo, 4th gear, 5th gear immediately, take the curb a lot on the inside as well. And now for the last corner of the combo and going down here from here into Bruxelles, trail braking and stay on the inside as much as possible, short shifting into 4th gear. Now take a good line for No Name in this left-hander, watch out for track limits, and Falcon goes beyond the white line, his lap time is invalidated. Will go on board with Gerbal. He has a little bit of traffic ahead of him, but let's see. Bruxelles for him as well, and the Red Bull of Dominic Nielsen is not exactly far from him. Now 5th gear for No Name, he goes very very fast and inside track limits, and now Puhon, the double left-hander, flats out into 7th gear. Watch out for track limits, now on the inside, now on the outside, and now on the left hand side for this next couple of corners to finish sector 2 around campus. 5th gear, watch out for track limits as well, and now brake for this right hander, finishes sector 2, 13.5. It's an absolute flying lap for Gerbal after sector 2, now into Stavrot and flats out going uphill into sector 3, and this left hander, it will be Blanchimon, flats out 8th gear. A lot of curb on the inside. Noah goes fastest with a 42.8, but we still need to see Gerbal across the finish line, braking 3rd gear at the bus stop chicane. A beautiful line. This might be the absolute track record we might see here in Belgium. It's a 41.3 for Gerbal, taking provisional pole position. But what a provisional pole position! 5/10 off of Dominic Nielsen in P2, and lap times keep coming in, but they are nowhere near the Ferrari of Gerbal in P1. Domi is 5/10 off. Allenby immediately after, 1.3 seconds off. Now we just need to wait for Joe Brown and Cam. Joe Brown with a massive mistake. Cam in P3 above Allenby. So Allenby not exactly maintaining his pace, at least on his banker laps. So, but 7 minutes left. They really need to go quickly into the pit lane. It's a long track, they cannot afford to lose time, so they are gonna have to finish the green lap as soon as possible and see, does Gerbal go out to improve, or is anyone else able to get remotely close to what looks like one heck of a lap for Gerbal.
Yeah, very good lap for Gerbal. It is a mad lap, a 141.3 in the lows. Damn.
Oh, Gerbal is
Yeah,
on the
that's
full
all.
wet, that's why he went so slow.
Oh.
So he's gonna drift as well, just like Flanken did earlier. Oh! Massive rear locking before Puan.
Well, Gerbal on the wets. Drifting, just get. Oh, you did 180. Almost and 360. But it's
K-Lander
not
is
good.
caution in repeat lane.
Wait. Gerbal has a very good penalty.
Gerbal, what?
Gerbal has a very good five plays grip penalty because of Kenninger.
What?
Yeah, seriously, what?
I mean, yeah, I saw the race director, but I didn't see the crash happen. I just saw
I didn't
K-Lander
either.
being standing still in the pit lane.
It says Gerbal has a 5 grip penalty because of the collision with Kenninger.
Yeah, but how did they even collide in the first place?
I have no idea. Don't ask me. Ask me, yay. Yay does things, not me. It's weird. Well, that is Gerbal into P5.
No, P6 actually. If he keeps forward, it's P6.
Oh yeah, P6. Oh damn. That's massive.
I mean, not like it's gonna matter anyway. He's won races from P20 last season.
Yeah. You got the Max Verstappen 2.0. And one lap be in P1. Well, that's great. Gerbal in P6. Damn.
Now we have Falcon and Marvin pushing for yet another lap. Falcon invalidated, Marvin, I don't know what happened, but he still didn't actually set a lap time earlier. So now Falcon is going again through Le Combe and downhill into Bruxelles. See, and he still keeps locking up. I mean, I know this is a corner where it's actually easy to lock up, but you should just move your brake barrels towards the rear, and it should be good to go. It actually adds a lot of rotation, but yeah, still a little bit of a struggling for Falcon, but I actually don't know if he has the time to set another lap after this one. It might be close.
Yeah.
3 minutes and a half, we're not exactly sure. Now, 14.2 for Falcon at sector 2, that is 7 tenths lower than Gerbal.
I also wanted to say, in 4 hours, it's my birthday.
In midnight, it's your birthday?
My birthday is on Monday. It's in 4 hours.
Yeah, so as soon as midnight comes, you're 18.
Yeah, I'm 18. Yeah.
Well, too bad the race doesn't last until midnight, because otherwise we will.
Yeah. I mean, if the race was till midnight, it would be very sick.
Actually, okay, let's see. In the meanwhile, just to get the announcement out of the way, Falcon is in P3 and Marvin in P6. So, since at midnight is your birthday, and I assume some of the drivers will be watching the stream, is there anything you want to see in the race? In this race, in Sunday League F1, for your birthday? Like, as a gift? Anything you want to see?
I want to make a section with this. Wiz, if you're not accepting me, okay. If you want to accept this, can we do 100% Monza sprint and race and full qualifying?
That's bold. That's a ball request. And he immediately has, oh god, that's his reaction.
Because I want to do it, it's because it's fun. 100% weighs Monza.
Aerosense agrees.
Somebody is happy. Where's... Can we do it?
Oh, we did 100% races for like 1 month in the start of the league.
Well, we can
That's his answer. In the meanwhile, 1 minute left on the clock, and the last laps are getting set. And Noah has improved by 8 tenths, so now he's up into P3 and taking some creative lines through the combo. Well, it is in lap anyway. But now we have the Ferrari of Gerbal close to the bus stop chicane. He's on one heck of a lap in pole position. And he still wants to improve that, so we are gonna get through this lap. 6 gears starting at the finish line, and now brake at the 100 meter boards, take an extremely wide line on the exit. Ooh, a bit of an oversteer out of turn 1, out of the source, so they might have compromised his exit because it's completely flat out from here to the end of the camera straight. 7 gears through Huge and Radion, and now DRS enabled, now upshifting into 8th, takes an extremely tight line on the right hander, now go completely on the left for sector 2, and he does not improve, he's lower by 2 tenths because of the oversteer out of turn 1, but let's see if he can improve even more at the combo. He took a little bit of curb on the exit, but now stay to the inside for Bruxelles. 4th gear, 5th gear for No Name, a bit of understeer, and he's off the track. He's on the gravel. Gerbal is not going to improve his pole position time. Let's see what Dominic Nielsen can, because he's the closest man on track now to try and challenge Gerbal for pole position. I mean, on track he is on pole position because Gerbal has the grid penalty, but he might no, actually invalidates. Domi invalidates out of No Name, so that's qualifying done for him as well. Noah takes the checker flag, Fergan is in P4, Joe Brown checker flag in P5. Let's see, TS improves in P5, so above Joe Brown. Cam actually takes P5, 3 thousandths faster than TS. I have to say, Cam has found quite a lot of pace recently in the last races. Now above TS and splits the two Saubers apart. Anima has invalidated, so that's it. Qualifying is done. Gerbal once again puts an extremely dominant qualifying performance. He got pole position by 1 second from P2 last week in the Mystery Grand Prix with qualifying in Monaco. Now he takes pole position by 5 tenths, but he's gonna start in P6 because of that penalty. So it will actually be Dominic Nielsen in the Red Bull starting in P1, and locking out the front row, it will be Noah. So the two Red Bulls on the front row. So Dom in P1 and Noah in P2. Falcon in P3, Cam in P4. So it's a second, it's a Swedish second row. Then we're gonna have TS in P5 and Gerbal in P6. So it's a Polish third row. And then Joban in P7, Anim by P8, Marvin P9, Kirander closes in P10. And now qualifying is finally over, and we can enjoy this beautiful race.
Yeah. Now we go into the race with 22 laps. But also I saw the Kick Sauber. I have no idea that even you are in Kick Sauber at TP. Bonotio. How you see his name? I don't care, but somehow, some way he is at Kick Sauber. I didn't even know. I didn't even know. But okay, he just sits at he's at Kick Sauber. Good. Fun. From Ferrari to Kick. That is kind of a downgrade, but wow.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights for what is gonna be an exciting Belgian Grand Prix for round 7 inside the League F1. Lights out and away we go. And Dominic needs with a terrible start. He gets wheel spin and goes off track down in P18, spinning already by himself. Noah takes the lead with a costly mistake by Dominic Nielsen off the line. A horrible start. So now it is Noah in the lead, who is gonna try and build the gap from Falcon immediately in P2. Cam has been promoted into P3 on this start, and look at that, cars already going side by side on the chemistry with the overtake. Falcon trying to defend, they go almost 3 wide into the combo, but Falcon is gonna try and have a look up on the side of Noah. They go side by side. Cam is in this fight as well, going side by side with Falcon through the combo, and now going down here into Bruxelles. Cam got wing damage. He tapped Falcon on the rear, and he has a front wing damage on the braking on Bruxelles, so his P3 is already gonna be compromised quite a lot. Jerbal needs to get past as soon as possible. There is a Williams going off track at None and into the wall. Williams, it's a Philip with a mistake around None, down in P17. Now Jerbal overtaking Cam. So many cars close to each other through P1. Jerbal is back on the podium. Now he's gonna have to chase Falcon 6 tenths ahead. CS in P4, Cam lost positions, he's in P5, Joe Brown very close to him. Now let's see the tires, because we have a very aggressive front row, Noah and Falcon on the softs. Then we have mediums all the way down to Marvin. We have flanking on the softs, Reese as well, initiating Philip, Max on the hards. The rest is all medium compound for this first stint here in Belgium.
Well, the medium ones are going to be longer less than the medium stuff, because the tire wear of Belgium is quite high. So
Joe Brown spinning round with a massive oversteer onto one. He goes on the grass and he loses the rear down in P9. Now he's gonna be attacked by Chop. Do they go side by side through a Rouge? They are still wheel to wheel, and they're gonna go wheel to wheel through Rouge Radion, and Chop gets out of it. He hits the wall, and it's at the end. It's a crash for the Aston Martin, and the safety car is out on track. Chop tried to be too optimistic through a Rouge Radion. He's into the wall, into the runoff, and the safety car is out on lap 2.
Guys, so just 21 left to go and you evaluate the car. Nice. You see, I saw the top in the last second go straight for the wall. Now on the now, what are the sub guys going to do? Because it's safety car. They go for other options. They go for hard to the end, or they can fit for mediums and then again for subs.
No, I mean they're in the lead, and we just did literally 1 lap of racing. They're gonna be just losing so much. I mean, it's like if you pit for a different compound, it just doesn't make sense. You had 1 lap. It's like if you restart the race on a completely different strategy, but you lose positions. So I actually think no one is gonna pit. I think everyone will stay out.
Well, certain to me is that Max on the hard tire. He's the only one on the hard tire. Quite interesting. So, Belgium has interesting strategies. Not like Singapore. I'm happy about that. They did not see a medium tire or hard tire.
There is a Haas pitting. Joe Brown is pitting.
Dominic,
and so is Dominic.
They can put in a hot tire, I think they do. Yeah, Dominic for hot tire. Joe Brown is still an answer. Also hot tires. So
Joe and Domi strategically want to go to the end with these hards. They're not changing the front wing. This is an actually strategic choice they made. But I mean, well, Domi already made a mistake, so he was already down the order anyway. But I think Joe Brown actually lost some positions he could have avoided.
Yeah. But we will see what's going to happen at the end of the race. Is lap 3, 20 laps to go. Out of 22. 22, sorry, not 32, that's 32, but it's 22. Dog was in P1. Wasn't no one in P1? Huh? Wait. Huh?
What's wrong?
Why is Falcon in P1? I thought it was no one in P1.
No, it's Falcon.
Okay, I was gone from time.
Baby, no, heard me. 10-second penalty collision with Quaxel. What happened?
Oh.
I think maybe it was a brake check or Quaxel just hit Baby no Hormy for some reason. But it's a 10-second penalty. That's costly. That's quite big.
Yeah. No, I thought all the time what was no one P1,
but interestingly, Kanna has decided to stay out because he got wing damage from the contact with it was either Falcon or TS, but still he's missing the end plate, but he still stayed out on track. He does not want to change the front wing.
Maybe the front wing isn't doing so much. Maybe that's why. Maybe he still got the downforce he needed. He may be slow, but it still works out for him. So then maybe that's why he stays out. Lap 4. Now I'm going to 20 laps to go on this beautiful track of Belgium. Belgium is gonna pit for 10 seconds.
Well, he's gonna serve his penalty, yeah, so that's a smart decision. I mean, he's gonna lose a lot of positions now. But yeah, it's best to drop down the order but with no penalty so you have a chance to recover than just be stuck between the field and lose positions later on when a penalty gets applied. So yeah, smart decision from him, and he's gonna try the gamble with the hard tires as well to go to the end, which I mean is still very much subject to safety car. But I mean the hard runners, if there is no other safety car, the hard runners might recover a lot of position because obviously they do one less stop, but it just depends if they can go fast enough. It's all about understanding if oh, but now Kirander gets a penalty as well, ignoring yellow flag. I think he might have done it. I think he might have overtook someone and didn't give back the position. But because I've seen a lot of position changes all of a sudden. There's a wing damage as well for initiate. Yeah, he gets a penalty.
Okay, a lot of stuff is happening right now. I have no idea what the fuck is happening now.
And Baby no Hormy, what? He just completely missing the left half of the front wing.
Ah.
I have no idea what is happening under this safety car.
Belgium just do his curse from now on. This is why I never want the safety car in Belgium. Because you never know what the judge is gonna do. Well, I'm happy I'm a commentator right now without the safety car. Actually happy. Because if I wait right now, you know, I was standing at the middle of the mid row. I would be scared because you never know what people are gonna break at what point. So yeah.
At this point, I think the safety car might stay out for another lap.
Yeah.
I don't know if Baby no Hormy is gonna catch up. He's very close, but not so close.
He's gonna do another lap. One extra lap. That's very good for the rest because they can heat up the tires right now. A little bit up on...
No, it's actually damaging the rest because they will just keep these tires for so long. They will be so cold. Now Kirander pits to serve the penalty. So does Initiate. So does Baby no Hormy to change his front wing. But now Baby no Hormy, he had a chance to play this gamble with the hard to the end, but now he's gonna be forced to make another pit stop later on. He's on the soft, so yeah, he's definitely doing soft mediums now.
Yeah.
And Initiate and Kirander are going back on their old mediums. No, actually no. They're going to hards for Kirander new mediums for Initiate. So Initiate still wants to go for a double stop. So maybe he's gonna do medium or medium soft. Like he's gonna have like his plan is to have another pit stop under green flags later on.
Yeah. Well, safety car still in. Might be going for now. Because I think the safety car is just left. Otherwise, I have no idea. If the safety car is just left, then we have an X lap again on the safety car. We're going into lap lap 7 if the safety car doesn't run on lap. But if the safety car is released, this lap we're gonna begin in lap 6. So yeah, I wonder now what the guys will do, because 4 laps of soft, the soft's gonna be now okay, so that's good.
Well, but they're going slowly with the safety car, so it's actually well, it is a chance for them to save the tires, but at the same time, you don't have a lot of life in terms of laps with those softs, so they can afford to stay out too much.
Okay, the safety car is left, so we're gonna begin at lap 6. Everyone is at the pack, and then everybody's slow. Gerba is lagging as hell. Yeah, you never expect that safety car in this lap after one leader that's braking so hard in Japan. So that's not good. But now we go back again. We have to see.
But Max is fine. Max is into the gravel on the safety car restart for some reason. This safety car just cannot stop being chaotic and confusing for some reason. But now Falcon will lead the restarts on those softs, feeling the pressure from Noah and feeling the pressure for Jebel. Now third gear for Falcon, he still hasn't gone. He's approaching the bus stop chicane on the braking zone. Still wheeling, not yet. Not yet, he takes the apex normally, but I think he's gonna start pushing now on the exit of the very last corner at the bus stop chicane. The race has been restarted, and Noah might have had a slightly better restart than Falcon because there is some gap between the two of them. But Jerbal, he definitely looks like he has the pace to overtake Noah right away. Obviously there's gonna be a slipstream on the camel straight, no DRS enabled yet, but Jerbal, he's definitely pulling away from TS behind. Now Jerbal definitely takes all this 15 possible, but it looks like Noah is using energy to try and stay ahead to defend that P2. Reese and Flanken changing position on the camel straight, so Reese moves up into P7 and Flanken down in P8. They are both on the softs, so we are gonna have to keep an eye on them for their strategies as well. Initiate gets a 3-second time penalty for check limits. Lots of lockups here, and Reese with an oversteer as well into Bruxelles. And he just ever so slightly dropped some distance from Arenby ahead. Arenby, who is doing his best to try and keep behind the cam, but the dirty air through these corners is not helping at all. Arenby needs to get past as soon as possible if he does not want to lose time, because DRS chain might actually be interrupted. There is a massive lockup from cam, but he still keeps on track. Domi and Philip, I think, are changing position now. Domi chasing Joe Brown into Stavlot, but Arenby finally overtaking Cam. Just before Blanchimon, Arema is in P5, and TS is losing DRS from Jerbal. 1.1 seconds. It's definitely not optimal. He needs to push as much as he can, but he has wing damage, that's why he's losing time. TS is missing the left end plate, and so crucially, there is not much he can do to try and keep DRS. Now, lap 7 has started, DRS will be enabled. Does TS have DRS? I think he does, yes, he's in 8 tenths, but now we are gonna see if I can... Oh no, with a spin! No, into the wall at Rouge after Radion, and safety car is out. Noah is still in the race, but the debris has brought out yet another safety car, and now it might be a chance for everyone to pit.
Yeah, now it's a chance everyone pits. And yeah, seems like the soft tires are going for line. Kelly just left the session out.
He retired on track. He was pulling to the right hand side of the straight and retired on track.
Okay, but there's two people out now. Great. Crazy, man. God damn.
So Noah, with a massive snap oversteer out of Radion, he tried to... Ooh, now he's into the gravel, almost into the wall again. But yeah, he tried to correct the oversteer, but just corrected too much and went sliding into the right and into the wall.
That sounds not nice. Well, now that Jibba is in P2, which is actually not quite rare to see, but he started off well in 6. Now you're going to P2. Falcon going to pit for sure. Yeah, you're going to pit.
Yeah, the softs definitely have to pit, but so do the medium runners, because Gerbil is pitting as well. CS is keeping a lot of distance to avoid the double stack with his teammate, and he's pitting as well. Allenby as well, Cam, Reese, Marvin, Flanken. Domi stays out, because he has the hards. He wants that track position and keep those hards until the end, using the last pit stop. But actually no, Falcon comes out ahead.
No, not anything. Everyone is going to hurt, except for Falcon. Falcon for the mediums. Interesting.
There is a lot of traffic into the pit lane, everyone is so bunched up together. But they are going all with hards, except Baby and Hermie, Noah, Joe Brown and Falcon. They are actually keeping the mediums. And with so far into this race, lap 8, if we resume on lap 9, maybe 10 even, I think the mediums can make it, but they will be more worn out than the hards.
Yeah, the hards will be faster for later on. But first medium can be faster. No, I kinda think about the mediums, because I wonder why you go for the mediums, because or option 1 go to the end, high up, safe as possible, or option 2, if they do options, option 2 is waiting for another safety car at the end, option 3 is going for soft at the end. So those 3 options are the mediums, but I wonder what they got in mind.
I actually think going with the softs to the end might be slower. I think at this point it's wiser to go to the end, no matter what tire you run.
I mean, yeah, that sounds fair. Turbo is back in P4. We don't see that often very much. Initiate is in P3 with those medium tires, 3 laps old, and had the penalty. Dominic in P5, I got P2 with a 5 laps of hearts. I don't know, will Dominic make it to the end with the 5 laps hearts?
Well, he definitely will, but the thing is, he wanted to use this track position advantage, because 5 laps are not exactly a lot. I mean, they will definitely be slightly slower than the fresh hards, but not so much, so that's the logic behind this decision. Because like, most of the drivers are gonna use hards anyway to the end, so yeah. I will go with hards at the end, to the end anyway, but I already have hards, so I'm just gonna stay out, take a lot of positions. I will be slightly slower, but I mean, you also kind of do that if you're confident in your pace. If you're confident you can attack and defend effectively. But Reese has slowed down for some reason. He let Quaxel past.
Now it's
And Quaxel of track!
Quaxel's off!
Where is he?
I have no idea where, I don't know where he is.
Oh, on the runoff of Radion!
Okay,
I have no idea how you managed to spin on the safety car.
I have no idea either. Okay. It sounds very not nice, I should say, because he wasn't P7 and gone all the way to P16. Ouch. Well, it's quiet here in the commentator box. Finally, some quiet moments. Watching Geobot do form. And we still got one to Falcon is a P1. Nice.
Safety car is in this lap, so it's gonna be Falcon once again to lead the restart, now on fresh mediums, with a Dominic Nielsen with all hards behind, and those hards, especially one, are actually gonna be difficult to heat up to be in the right temperature, so Domi cannot afford many mistakes on this restart. So now Falcon around Blanchimon. He has already enabled hot lap, he might go anytime soon. Let's see if he wants to be unpredictable compared to his previous starts. But it actually looks like he's gonna do it the same as before. Takes the curb at bus stop and goes right after the last corner. So the race has been restarted and we are into lap 10. Falcon leading the starts and with some smoke coming out the back of the pack. I don't know who it was, but now Falcon is still maintaining the lead. Initiate and Gerbal are quite close to each other. Let's see, Gerbal actually gonna try and move around the outside now on the inside of Urugenari on wheel to wheel through the corners, and Gerbal makes it with a brave move into Urugenari. He takes the podium positions. Now Initiator is down in P4 and is gonna feel the pressure from Allenby. Allenby chooses the inside line into the comb. Now Ude Riz absolutely sending it on the first corner of the comb. He maintains P6, defending from Marvin ahead as Marvin gets track limits penalties. It may be questionable due to Riz's moves, but we'll see later on, as Initiate is in 5th, Riz in 6th and Marvin in 7th. And CS has already lost DRS to Marvin ahead. DRS is not enabled, but he's already out of that 1 second gap. And so is Domi. Domi 9/10 currently. Those old hards are just not playing their part at all. So it's gonna just be moments before Gerbal overtakes him, and Dominic Nielsen with not exactly a way to defend. Let's see if he burns energy. He's burning a lot of energy to try and barely keep into that 1 second gap from Falcon ahead. But Allenby as well is losing the DRS to Gerbal. So already on this restart, we can see some groups and some trains starting to form. But Domi, with those hards, they're not giving grip at all. 1.2 seconds out of the bus stop, there's just nothing you can do with those low grip hards. DRS is enabled and Dominic Nielsen will not open his rear wing on the camera straight, so it's gonna be very soon until Gerbal overtakes the red bone straight with the DRS. Uruj now, ready on now, taking his slipstream. Now with the DRS, Gerbal chooses the outside line and Dominic Nielsen barely trying to squeeze him, but he lets him plenty of space. So Gerbal now up into P2 and 1.7 seconds with the provisionally slower tires. Now he can go to chase Falcon ahead of him.
Yeah, Dribble is going to for the beautiful P1. What does he get? That's the other question. Does he get the beautiful P1 that he got from the start to the end? I wonder what his plan is. Now he is on the hard tires, going 1.7 seconds out to DRS zone. So it is not very good, but the hard tires will go about left 12, 13 at his best, maybe 14. Think how long it will take to run on those tires, but we're gonna see how fast Jump gonna be.
Oh, maybe not heard me with a massive send on the outside line of the bus stop chicane, going side by side with Jobran and Noah, and lots of contact between the three of them. I think that might have been a questionable move, but now Baby Hormy actually maintains position ahead of all three of them. Baby Hormy in P10, but that move, I think it lost them quite a lot of time. Potentially losing the RS to the cars ahead. Let's look at the gaps. Gerbal is 1.9 seconds behind Falcon. He just lost 3/10. The tire wear will eventually balance out, but it's an important loss of time nevertheless. Now Riz goes up into P4 and RMI is being attacked by Marvin on the camera straight. There's contact, but they keep it on track. But there's a yellow flag, someone on track. It's a virtual safety car. It's Cam. Cam with a... Also initiate. Oh!
Yeah. He retired from the track and now he...
It's another safety car, look! Look at the yellow dot.
What the fuck? Okay,
so we went from virtual safety car to another focus. What is Cam doing? He just overtook Joe Brown. And the safety car, I'm not sure what happened. Yeah, he has no front wing, so Cam initiated, Master got involved in an incident, and Cam, for some reason, is driving quite dangerously. He has no front wing and he's under safety car, and he keeps driving in a dangerous way for some reason. But now, full course safety car. What strategy do you choose? This is a... This could go upside down quite quickly. If I'm Falcon, I think I'm staying out. If I'm one of the hard runners, I'm going with mediums. If I have the hards.
I would stay out if I was Falcon and I'm going to pits.
Gerba stays out. So does Domi. So does Riz. Marvin pits. CS stays out. Noah on the mediums he chooses to pit.
Maybe go for the hot tire. Probably, yeah. Guys, I have no idea what the tire would go. It goes new mediums. Might be an option too. New mediums would be a good option. So new mediums for Marvin, Noah, Francorchamps, Max, Francorchamps, and Cam.
Oh, what is happening? Joe Brown and maybe the homie, they just made contact. And the safety guy, they just kept wheel banging between each other.
My thing is still on through to...
Oh, there's a car of truck, it's Gerbal! Gerbal of truck on the safety car. And now overtaking his teammate. What is happening? Why are there so many overtakes under safety car? I have no idea what is happening. I mean, we already had 3 safety cars in the span of 13 laps, and we have overtakes under safety car left and right, cars going off track, cars getting spun out, getting damaged. I don't know.
Yeah.
But now you see, now Domi stayed out on the hards. I think he should have pitted. He could have had a chance to go with fresh mediums and be faster than anyone. Because now he has the slowest tires out of everyone.
Yeah.
Cam still needs to catch up, but anyway the safety car needs to do 2 laps, so lap 15 will be the one where we resume. I mean the end of 14.
Yeah. Well, the most laps are coming up for the safety car. Wow. Okay. It's nice to see that Gerbo and Wiz are behind each other.
Joe Brown caused a lot of traffic. For some reason he went alongside Baby Hormy and everyone behind just stopped.
Joe Brown is causing all this chaos. Oh my god. What a scene.
And Domi just teleported behind Gerbal. Domi just keeps lagging back and forth and he teleported behind Gerbal, but now he's giving back the position, it looks. Yeah, so everything good.
There are a lot of people who are lagging. Great. Already 3 people out. Yeah, great. Not much as Singapore, at least. Well, I'm gonna take a quick drink. Be right back.
Stay hydrated, kids. Remember to drink water. But safety car is in this lap. Once again, Falcon has led all 3 of these safety car restarts, so it's him on top once again with the mediums again and with Domi again on all the hards. So a few strategy choices here and there, some position changes here and there. It will be 8 laps of racing, so I reckon there is still a lot on the table to play. Now Falcon enabling hot lap, he's ready to go anytime soon. Does he go earlier or does he go the same as before? He goes the same as before. And the race is restarted, and Dominic with those old hards, he definitely lacks the grip out of the traction zones like the last corner. But now Arenby overtakes Reese on the first corner. They go side by side. Reese still has his front wing alongside Arenby, but actually no, Arenby gets ahead, so he maintains that before. But he lost a lot of time from Gerbal. Already 1.8 seconds separating the two of them. And now Gerbal, Dominic Nielsen going quite slowly on the straight for some reason. So now Gerbal dangerously overtakes Domi on the straight, so now it's in P2 with Domi dropping back already. Reese claims back before and he's gonna try to chase Dominic Nielsen. It should be easier with those old hards for the Red Bull driver. But now Reese 1.5 seconds, so we are gonna keep watching that gap to see if it goes down or if it goes up. Salema in 5th, TS in 6th, Baby Hormy in 7th on the mediums, and Joe Brown is almost losing the RS to Baby Hormy, but not quite. There is still some margin left. And Riz, it looks like he's gaining a couple of tenths per corner on Domi, but he definitely needs to push more than that, because he's gonna also be attacked by Arenby and other drivers behind. So the pace is good, but he needs to improve that a little bit. Gerbal is 7/10 behind Felkan, so is Domi behind Gerbal. Noah overtaking Marvin out of Stavlot, and so Noah in Vikab up in P9. He definitely needs to recover lots of position to make up for his mistake. Gerbal and Bimir Hormi once side by side once again as they ghost through TS. I don't know what happened there. TS is still ghosting and fighting, going through Joe Brown's car, fighting for P7. TS has the hard, Joe Brown is the medium, so they are still going through each other with the ghosted car of TS. Actually, it looks, no, he's still ghosted, and they are going for some moves after the camera straight. There are 5 cars fighting on the camera straight, on the exit of right on, going almost 3 wide, and also some weird banging on the straight. It almost ended up in a crash. Now TS stays ahead of everyone. Jebran in P7, Noah in P8. David Army is in 9th, but he gets a penalty. Marvin, he has a penalty as well. He's P10 on track. Noah with an aggressive move on the inside of Bruxelles, overtaking Joe Brown. Now he gets P7 and can overtake TS as soon as possible. TS is 1.3 seconds behind Arenby. Reese is 2.1 seconds behind Domi, and Domi is 1.3 seconds behind Gerbal. So quickly on the safety car restart, we already are seeing some distinct groups to be formed. It's a fight for the lead between Felkan and Gerbal. Felkan has the faster tires, but they will be more worn out by the end. Gerbal still has DRS. Felkan needs to pull a lots of defending. His tire wear is gonna get worse. So once Gerbal overtakes him with DRS, he cannot afford to lose much time. He needs to stay close, and he needs to stay consistent, especially.
Well, it seems like stuff is a lot of happening here when I came back. I see that Joe isn't being.
Oh, Flanken with a questionable moves. He got contact with Illinois. Now down in P14, a little bit of a contact between the Williams and the Mercedes. But yeah, everything is back to normal.
Like just a wall at the turn 1 main goes that lost a lot of time. Now Cox is behind Flanken. The mid rows, Noah versus TS. TS is past Noah because he has no DRS at all. So Noah has a free play going into P6, and then we have TS in P7. Seems like the mid row is going crazy, but Joe Brown is behind.
Oh, Max going wide. Max into the gravel, being pushed off by Philip. That might have been looked by the stewards because it looked like a questionable move from the Williams of Philip. Side by side through the comb, they touched, and the big cab got off.
Nice. Coxo gets another penalty. Coxo gets a penalty. This first one actually.
Yeah, it's only 3 seconds for Marvin, Bebino Hormi, Quaxel, and Max.
No, what surprises me is that not a lot of penalties are at Belgium. I expected way more penalties because it's Belgium, but seems like the penalties isn't today like Singapore, where almost half the grid, almost full grid has penalties. Noah is for some reason very fast.
Yeah, no, he's absolutely flying through the field. He has indeed the fastest tires out of everyone. He sets the fastest lap. He just rear locking into turn 1, but executed it as kind of a drift. But now he's in P5. He already float past Allenby and TS easily, so he's probably gonna do the same with Reese right here on the camera straight. DRS is enabled. It's not enabled for Reese. So let's see, it takes all this listening, he gets closer, but not quite.
And I was going for the move, but it was too late for a move. Now Noah goes pushing the car for the P4 high, goes high the points off. Now can Noah get the move done before lap A19? I think he can, but it takes time. Now we go into the I have no idea corner. I have no idea what corner it is. I'm not good at corners at all. Now, what really good, what really was to me is that Joe Brown for some reason in the behind, and that Joe is 4 seconds ahead of Dominic, only just 5 years younger tires, but still, he is 4 seconds ahead, which for somehow is not really pushing his car, since only just 1.1 seconds behind Dominic. So there's a clear difference of pushing the car and not pushing the car. Something goes right, that is Marvin. Marvin got right.
And maybe they're coming to the pits. I think he's retiring, yes.
Retired. Yeah, he's retiring. That's quite sad.
So down to 4 DNFs into this Belgian Grand Prix, but now Gerbal has got the run on Ferkan on the mid-straight. They go side by side. Gerbal keeps the outside line. Nothing you can do against the DRS. So now he takes the lead, and Ferkan on those worn mediums, he needs to put one heck of a performance to stay behind Gerbal. He absolutely needs to be perfect through these laps.
Yeah, Noah is on.
And Quaxo crashed! Another safety car! With 3 laps to the end, we have another safety car!
Yeah, this says everything.
I think this might have been a record. 4 safety cars in a single Grand Prix, and I mean in Belgium especially because we have 22 laps, so it should be a mathematically lower chance of a safety car. But we got 4 safety cars inside a single race, and this is so late into the race. Lap 19 out of 22. Everyone is gonna put on softs, and it's gonna be I think a 2-lap sprint through the end to decide this race winner. So we'll see. Gerbal has 6 out of 6 races won so far, and it's only gonna be 2 laps to see if it's gonna be 6 out of 7 or 7 out of 7.
Yep. And we're going to pits. It's gonna be a pit. Noah stays out. Noah stays out.
Noah stays out. So does Reese. So does a lot. Everyone is staying out. What? They are staying out on all lards. What is happening? Gerbal and Ferkan are dropping down so much in the order. Everyone is staying out, trying to gamble for a win. Taking the track position. Gerbal and Ferkan are completely in the mud, down in 8th and 9th.
Now, it is safety car, but will they pass all of them? Including Wiz, Anabai, TS, Marvin, Jovan, Kemp, and Noah. Will they pass all of them? With or softs?
I mean, all of these drivers behind, Noah, Reese, Anabai, TS, Marvin, Jobran, Cam, they were so desperate for track position, they decided to stay out on horribly slower tires than those fresh softs. And it's 2 laps, but it's 2 laps on a 7 kilometers track. It's 14 kilometers of gaining around, I might not be joking, 4 to 5 tenths per lap on those new tires. No, actually not for lap, for corner. They just go infinitely faster than every other tire.
Yeah, but the thing is, how will they pass those 7 guys? Because they are hunting for a podium, Gerbo and Falcon. But the question is, who will bounce or will be Cam?
I think it's gonna be absolutely 4th time this race, and now we have a different leader for the restart. It is Noah leading a group of 6 cars behind, who chose to stay out on immensely older and slower tires. Gerbal and Ferkan are gonna have to cut through the field at lightning speed if they want to be anywhere near a podium or a race victories. But now it will be Noah to restart this race. throttle and brake at the same time, warming up the tires. So but he has restarted extremely early, already on the straight after Blanchimont, and he has caught Reese extremely off guard. Reese absolutely caught napping, and now with a beautiful start. So now he actually has a chance for a win in this Belgian Grand Prix. Under 9/10, and Verken is left. Verken is retired. He just went deep into what happened? He completely straight lined the wall. I have no idea what happened, but Falcon DNF'd down in P13 and retiring on the penultimate lap. So now it's only gonna be Gerbal who's gonna have an immense rush throughout the entire field on those softs. I think he's gonna just completely use this battery on the straight to try and get past everyone. But no, everyone is doing the same. There's just no chance on the straight. So he's gonna have to absolutely send it at every possible single corner to try and make position. And he makes contact with Cam. Everyone is just so much slower. The traffic is so, but he goes for a double overtake on the outside line of Bruxelles. What a move by Gerbal. He's in P6 already, but 1.3 seconds separating himself and Marvin. I think he's gonna make up for it as soon as possible. The lobby is seen overtaking two cars around the outside at the same time. Max has spun, he's standing still at Puhan, so Noah is still in the lead. Reese in P2, Allenby in P3, CS in P4, Marvin in P5, but Gerbal has just gained probably close to a second in the span of 5 corners. And well, Marvin has the penalty, so that's already one position down. But what a rush through the field. This is gonna be lap 21 out of 22. Noah with a bold strategy move, as well as all the other guys behind. He starts the last lap in the lead of the race. DRS is enabled, but Reese probably won't use the DRS. Gerbal now with 2 times, and he sends it completely on the inside of Marvin, and he goes through each other. I don't know if Gerbal has the better exit, and they are going wheel to wheel through Rouge Radion. Gerbal stays ahead in P5, so now he's gonna have the DRS to try and overtake TS Allenby and his teammate ahead of him. I think Noah might be too far back, but now we can see TS and Allenby overtaking each other on the camera straight, and TS has the inside line. What is Gerbal gonna do in this fighting? Does he look for a gap? He goes for the gap on the outside of the camera. But this run! Contact with Allenby and Gerbal. Gerbal is off the track and into the gravel and outside of the points. Absolute scenery here in Belgium tonight, as now Noah has a perfect chance to bring this home, to bring this win home. Gerbal, he has been finally struck down. A streak of 6 races won in this season, 8 races won in a row, considering the last 2 from last season. This 100% win rate is not gonna be 100% anymore, because now it's gonna be Noah to be the second race winner here in season 5 of Sunday League F1, and Reese, who we kept talking about not being at the same level of Gerbal, not contributing to the constructors. Look at what he has pulled today. The strategy was good, the pace was good. Noah wins the Belgian Grand Prix, and Reese closes in P2 with TS just behind. He closes the podium in P3. Marvin in P5. He drops down Dominic Nielsen in P4. Allenby closes in P6. Flanken in P7. Joe Brown finishes in P8. Cam in P9. And Gerbal, the flying Polish, he's not so flying anymore. Down in P10. His immense 6 races win streak has been finally stopped tonight here in Belgium. And what a race I have seen tonight. The safety car just completely changed everything. It looked like a beautiful rush, but that contact has ended it all. And wow, absolutely the craziest race I have seen. Not just because of Gerbal losing, but overall. 4 safety cars, overtakes left and right. I have to say, one of the best races I have seen in Belgium, and one of the best races I've seen in the history of Sunday League F1. Man, what this has been. Noah takes those 25 points, and it's Still another Ferrari on the podium, not the Ferrari that we're used to see, because it is teammate, and same goes for the Sauber, because now it's TS instead of Falcon, a podium we would not have expected in a million years. Rees climbing all the way down to P15 into the podium in P2, just behind the race winner. Dominic Nielsen in P4 with the fastest lap as well. So once again, Marvin P5, Allen by P6, Flankin in P7, Joe Brown P8, Kevin P9 and Gerbal only up its end. Now, for how much I would love to do post-race interviews, unfortunately we are not gonna have to do them, because in 5 minutes the real race is gonna start. So unluckily I'm gonna have to end the stream here. And Jaden, if there's anything you want to say before I close.
Watch it, watch the race. Watch it.
Yeah, okay, that's it. So
I come to your house.
okay, so again, apologies for not doing the interviews, but we are sadly on a rush. So after this crazy race, you will be mad to not watch next week's race, which is gonna be at Monza. For my joy, being Italian, maybe we see another Ferrari on top, and it's gonna be a sprint race. So again, at this on the normal time, so probably it will be the normal time, 7 p.m. UK. If not, it will be communicated in the Discord server. But we will see you next week in Monza. Goodbye and enjoy the real life Formula 1 race. Thank you everyone for watching. We will see you next week in Monza.
Bye bye.